For this example, we are given the equation x to the second power plus y to the second power equals 1, and we're asked to find the graph. So the first thing we recognize is it looks a lot like the general equation for a circle. So here's my solution, SLU. I remembered that the equation general for the circle is x minus h parentheses squared plus y minus k parentheses squared equals r squared, where the center is the value of the coordinates hk and the radius is the value that's being squared at the end. So I put a cloud around this formula because I know I'm going to have to memorize it for an exam. Now let's go ahead and rewrite this given equation in the general form. So what number is being subtracted from x in parentheses before we square it? 0. So it's parentheses x minus 0 squared plus what number is being subtracted from y? 0. So it's parentheses y minus 0 squared equals, let's see, on the right we have the number 1. How can we write that as a number squared? It's 1 squared because 1 times 1 equals this one up here. All right, so we've got it in standard form. We compare it to the cloud, and we see that for our problem, the h coordinate is 0, the k coordinate is 0, so the center is located at 0, 0. That's the origin. And then the r value, the number being squared on the right side, is 1, so the radius is 1. Now that we have that information, it's so simple to graph. Draw the y-axis going down, the x-axis horizontal. Now locate the center HK, which is 0, 0. I drew it here in the center. It's not part of the circle. It's just a reference point to draw the circle. The radius is a distance from the center to every point on the circle. So we are going to take that radius distance 1 unit, and we're going to mark it on the graph 1 unit to the right, 1 unit up, 1 unit to the left, and 1 unit down. And you'll notice I actually put numbers on the x-axis. There's -1 and 1. And on the y-axis, -1 and 1. So you could see where I was graphing this thing. And then I carefully connected all these points that are a distance r equals 1 from the center to actually form the circle. So don't forget, the part that is around the center, those points on that line, that circular line, they are the points that make up the circle.